All right, so here we are. Is that your bunker game in a nutshell?
Yes.
That's what we're looking at, huh? Well, you told me, and like I say, I also grew up at a golf course with no sand, so you get intimidated by it, I'm sure. You know, and you hit enough shots like that, when you get in there, you're probably telling yourself right away, I don't want to be in here, right? Okay, well, that's part of the way the game works and part of the mental aspect. We're going to work on that. But what we're going to do right now is get that thought out of your head. We're going to set you up to where you're not going to have to worry about that one anymore. I don't want to see two swings out of the bunker anymore. I want one in, one out. That's right. That's it. So let's start with the setup again. Kind of like that bump and run we were working on. You've got a lot of things that are right. A couple things I'm going to change. The first one is going to be the complete opposite of what we were doing with the bump and run. We're actually going to have this ball closer to our left foot. It's going to be out in front of us a little bit. So I want you to think just inside your left heel, somewhere in there, something like that. You know, and what this is going to do is going to allow that club to get into the sand first. We're not actually hitting this ball. We're hitting the sand, and the sand is pushing the ball out of there. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but I get so many people that want to hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball. On these greenside bunkers, it's the complete opposite. We're actually just going to hit the sand and let it push the ball out for us. So we're going to move that ball position forward to our left heel. Now you can see the center of our swing is back here, about 2 inches in behind the ball. That's exactly where we're supposed to hit the sand at. That's a perfect spot. So that's a good position as far as the ball position. The second thing is we're going to open our stance just a little bit. There you go. See how we've got our hips and our feet are now open to our target just a little? Okay, so like I'm saying, now we've got our feet open just a little bit. If I throw an alignment aid in there, which we use all the time when you're practicing out there, you can see you're left of target just a little bit with your feet and your hips, right? This is important. We've got to get out of our own way. We've got to, once we take that ball up in our stance a little bit, we're already kind of working away from that ball. What happens is our swing gets a little bit steeper, and it actually creates an outside-in swing path. So we're cutting across that ball a little bit. There's that setup. You can see now our feet are going that way. That's why that club's traveling that direction. That's why we've got the outside-in path. Everything's set up to go that way. This is what keeps that ball soft coming out of there. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to have you hit a shot from here. So ball forward in your stance a little bit. Feet open, right? They're going to be left of target. Hips are going to be left of target. And now I want that club face like a frying pan. See how open that is?
Yeah.
I mean, I could almost put an egg on top of that thing, right? We cook you a little lunch, something like that. It looks good. That's going to help get that club underneath that ball, right? It's going to slide under there. We don't want to hit this one with that club closed face. We want it to slide underneath that ball. So keep that club face open. Keep that weight a little bit towards that left side, like the bump and run, right? Same thing, another similarity. And now I want you to, when you try and make this swing, make this stroke, keep that club moving. Never let it slow down in this one. If you let it slow down and it hits that sand, like this one did, that first swing, that's when it goes to there. We have to keep this club moving. That sand's going to try and stop it on you. Keep it moving through there. So aim for that spot 2 inches behind the ball and just hit the sand right there and just let it splash it right out of there.